Okay, so I made a bunch of people angry. Some people might even say I got canceled. You see, so the RTC Twitter account, they put out a tweet and they said, "What's your hot take about Roblox?" And, I was just scrolling through the comments and some of these takes weren't even hot. They were just basic things that everyone would agree with. Like, Roblox events suck. Yeah, they do. Roblox has a lot of cash grab games. Yeah, it does. The Roblox logo looks like a Cheez-It. Yeah, you're right. All of these opinions and hot takes were bad. So I was thinking, you know what? I'm going to give the community an actual hot take. Let's give them something to talk about. So I tweeted out and I said, brain rot games are more fun than most old Roblox games. I'm sorry, but the old Obby and Tycoon games were boring. Now, hold on. Just hold on a second. Wait. Let me explain. Hold up. You see, I tweeted this out kind of as a joke, to be honest. But, good God, people didn't take it that way. I got ratioed by random people on Twitter. Look at this. Even Schlep ratioed me. I'm feeling like Roblox over here because I got ratioed by Schlep. And most of the comments are just people making fun of me. And if you go to the quote tweets, oh God, oh my God. Oh my God, shut up, bro. Your fall off was absolutely insane. You can do better than this, bro. What is this? I love this one. Let me read this one. This is the craziest tweet. This is what happens when capitalism brain rots you and you're just a husk of a human being. KreekCraft must have been bought off by David Baszucki and his Goonies and worships the peak practices of capitalism. Brother, what are you talking about? Somebody even clipped me talking about it on Twitter and they roasted me on YouTube too. Look at this. This is the dude who was hyping up Piggy saying it was so fun and now he says it's boring and doesn't care about the lore now. This guy just made this up. I never said that in my life. In fact, hold on a minute. Hold on, look at this right here. Stay right there. Look, don't go anywhere. Look, watch. Look, I literally got all the Piggy books right here. I'm literally reading them so that I'm caught up when the new Piggy game comes out. I'm only missing one. I got one more book to read. People are so mad that they making stuff up now, man. So I guess you could say I won. I did what the tweet said to do. I made the entire internet mad at me. I even got my own subreddit on Reddit mad at me. Look at this. This is just sad. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys. I got reported for cyberbullying. I'm not even joking. So on one of these replies here, I said, stealing brain rots from kids and hearing them cry over voice chat is fun. Now, I said this being sarcastic, like, as a joke. I thought that was obvious, right? Well, apparently it's not because people have been clipping this. They said this dude's life is so sad. He gets enjoyment over kids being sad. That is the textbook definition of sadistic. Somebody tried reporting my Twitter account for cyberbullying, and I got an email from it. First off, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but the name of the game is still a brain rot. Stealing brain rots from people and making them sad is kind of the point of the game. Now, I will admit, even though this here was a joke, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I do find all these videos of kids crying about their brain rots being stolen kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of funny. If that makes me a bad person for laughing at this, then man, I guess I'm a bad person along with the 6.6 million other people who liked that video. But anyway, I thought this would be a great opportunity to talk about what I actually meant here, because I think some people, including myself, honestly, can actually get something from this. You can actually take something away from this video. You see, back in the day when I joined Roblox like 10, 11 years ago, back in like 2016, the big games on Roblox were obbies. Every single day, a new obby game would show up. Here's another one right here. Here's another video of me playing an obby game. I don't know what's up with that hairdo right there. But every day, there would be a new big obby. And all the YouTubers played these obbies because this is what people watched back in the day, were people playing these obbies. And, man, I miss that oof animation. That oof animation was actually goated. Did you guys see that right there? Look at that. Look at this right here. Look at this oof animation. Look at this. Man, I miss this. Like, your avatars used to explode. Bro, that's awesome. Anyway, back in the day, you had pretty much copy and paste obbies. Every single day there would be a new one, and I'd stream them. I'd make videos on them because that's basically what everyone did back in the day, like 10, 11, 12 years ago. In fact, you can look up escape obby and you can see a bunch of them here, like escape the hospital obby, escape the school bully, escape the KFC obby, escape baby Bobby's daycare, escape the dentist, escape evil stepdad. Every day there was another escape evil something obby. And look, let me tell you, a lot of people back in the day, they didn't like these games. You can look at the like to dislike ratio, 64%, 54%, 50%. Like a lot of these have pretty bad like to dislike ratios because back in the day, people really didn't like them. Especially obbies like this here where it's just like, it's a giant obby with like 700 stages. Like, why would I do this? Like, I don't have this much free time. Like, why would I do this, man? Like, all of these games are pretty much the exact same game. It's 1,000 different stages. It's the mega super awesome obby, right? They're pretty much the exact same. And it's the same thing with a lot of the old Tycoon games too. They were basically just copies of each other. Look, God Tycoon, Anime Tycoon, Superhero Tycoon. It's literally the same thumbnail basically. And the point that I was trying to make, and look, maybe some of you guys agree with me, some of you guys disagree with me. Let me know in the comments. I'm sure you guys will. The point I'm trying to make is that there have always been brain rot games on Roblox. There have always been copy and paste games on Roblox. There have always been games that were made in just a few days that got really popular, that everybody loved playing, probably because the majority of the players on Roblox were kids, and that's just a fact. The only difference is back in the day, we had Escape Spongy Boy and Crispy Crab Obby, and now we have Still a Brain Rot. Right? And Plants vs. Brain Rots and Grow a Garden. There's always been brain rot and slop games. It's just the form of it has changed over time for a new generation. Does that make sense? Back when I started playing Roblox, these were the slop games. But now we've got brain rot. We've got Still a Brain Rot, Plants vs. Brain Rots. You get my point, right? And so whenever I say something like brain rot games are more fun than most old Roblox games, I'm not talking about Jailbreak. I'm not talking about Jailbreak. I'm not talking about Piggy. I'm not talking about Piggy. I'm not talking about any of the actual good games that were out there. And don't get me wrong, there were some really good tycoons and there were some really good obbies. Okay, don't get me wrong. It's just the majority of them were pretty copy and paste. It's kind of like fast food and sit-down restaurants. Fast food restaurants are always going to be more popular because they're fast, they're easy, they're simple. Anybody can go and get a cheeseburger in like a minute. Sit-down restaurants where you sit down and you have a nice meal and you can talk and you can chat and you can relax, you can sip on your beverage. That's never going to be as popular, right? It's nicer. It's better. It's more fun. It's better for you, but it's never going to be as popular as fast food restaurants just because fast food restaurants are fast, quick, and easy. Still a Brain Rot, Plants vs. Brain Rots, Grow a Garden. These are the fast food restaurants of Roblox. Doors, Piggy, Jailbreak. These are the sit-down restaurants of Roblox. These are the games with the love, the attention, the time and effort that was really put into them. That has a lot of depth to them, a lot of complexity to them. And my point was, we've always had fast food Roblox games. We've always had sit-down restaurant games with, a lot of bite to them. It's just nowadays, the only difference is kids, instead of wanting to play Escape School Bully Obby, they want to play Still a Brain Rot. Now, another thing I said on my Twitter that got a lot of people angry is I said that old Roblox isn't as good as new Roblox. And that made a lot of people angry too. And let me explain what I mean by that. Old Roblox had a lot of good games, don't get me wrong. And new Roblox has a lot of stinkers, don't get me wrong. But new Roblox also has a lot of really, really good games that did not exist 10 years ago or 15 years ago. Blocktails did not exist 10 years ago. Forsaken did not exist 10 years ago. Outcome Memories did not exist 10 years ago. Rivals, Deep Woken, Break-In Story, both of them. Demonology, Grace. Have you guys played Grace? That's a good game. These games didn't exist 10 years ago. These are great games. And yeah, look, modern Roblox as a company kind of sucks. But there's a lot of really, really good games on Roblox these days that did not exist 10, 15 years ago. Oh yeah, and Pressure. If I don't say Pressure, people on Twitter are going to get mad. So in conclusion, is Still a Brain Rot and all these Brain Rot games and Grow a Garden better than Piggy and Jailbreak and all these other awesome games. No, they're not. They're the fast food restaurants of Roblox. They're fun to play, you know, a few times a week. You know, I'll pop a stream open, do the admin abuse events. It's fun and exciting. Is it ever going to be as fun as Piggy? No. But do I have more fun playing it than I had playing Great School Breakout or Escape Baby Bobby Daycare? Yeah. Yes. That's the point I was trying to make. That's the point I was trying to make. I think Flamingo said it best. People don't miss old Roblox. You just miss being a kid. There's a lot of people who write off modern Roblox and modern Roblox games because it was better back in the day. And yes, in some aspects it was. But there's a lot of cool Roblox games out there right now that are on the platform and free to play, and you can play them right now. I've already named them. Grace, Outcome Memories, right? All these games. You can go and play right now. These games did not exist 10, 15 years ago. And if you haven't played them, you're missing out. Now, before I end the video, I want to talk about one more thing. Something that I get asked all the time. KreekCraft, why don't you make Piggy videos anymore? Now, this is gonna be serious. This is me straight up just being 100% honest. So this website right here is called Google Trends. It basically tracks, you type something in, like we could type in KreekCraft, and we can see how many people search for KreekCraft over the course of, 5 years and on YouTube. So here's a graph of how many people search for KreekCraft on YouTube, right? Me. This is how many people are searching for me over the course of 5 years on YouTube. But you can also type something in like Roblox Piggy here. And I'll just set the time limit to all time. So here is Roblox Piggy right here. In 2020, this is how many people were searching for it. It had a score of 100. And if we go to today, Piggy has a score of 2. So it went from a score of 100 to a score of 2, meaning that in the past 5 years, Roblox Piggy has lost 98% of its audience on YouTube. 98% of people who watch Piggy on YouTube no longer do that. And like, look, I'm a 28-year-old man. I'm a YouTuber. I have employees. I have a team. I have bills. I have food. I have a life. I have all these things I have to pay. And if I only made Piggy videos, and if I still only made Piggy videos, I would have lost 98% of my audience. 98% of my audience would be gone if I was still only making Piggy videos. Meaning I'd only be making 2% of the amount of money I was making in 2020, which means I would not still be doing YouTube. I would have to get another job somewhere else. That's just the cold, hard reality of it right there. I wish as a YouTuber you could make videos on whatever you want, but that's not how it works. You got to make videos on what people want to watch. Otherwise, you're not going to succeed. You're not going to be a YouTuber anymore, right? Same thing. Roblox Jailbreak. Kreek, why don't you make Jailbreak videos anymore? You can take the same look right here. Jailbreak at its peak had a score of 35. It is now at a score of 1. It's just not feasible. It wouldn't be, it's not possible. And if you want to know why everyone's making videos on Grow a Garden or Steal a Brain Rot or whatever it is, well, let me show you. If you type in Grow a Garden, if you type in Steal a Brain Rot, if I can spell it right, there we go right there. That's why, right there. You see the blue and red line all the way down here? Yeah, compare that to the green and yellow lines. You just, as a YouTuber, you got to make videos on what people want to watch. Otherwise, you run into a situation where you're at risk of losing your job. In fact, over the past few months, I've been talking to a lot of Roblox YouTubers. A lot of Roblox YouTubers have asked me, I make videos on this game, or I make videos on that game, or I do this, and people don't watch those videos anymore. What do I do? It's like you have to move on. You have to do what people want to watch. Otherwise, you're not going to have a job anymore, and you're going to have to, quit YouTube. That's just how it works. That's just the cold, hard reality of being a YouTuber there. So hopefully this video, I don't know, maybe, hopefully you took something away from this video. Thank you guys for watching. Don't cancel me. Don't cancel me in the comments. All right. Don't get angry. I'll see you guys next time.